Hello friends, good afternoon, very welcome to all of you. This is Nadir Ansari. Today we are going to start a very important chapter, that is adjective. Adjective. What do you mean by the term adjective? Basically adjective is a word that is used to modify noun and pronoun. I write down the definition here. Adjective is a word that is used to modify a noun and pronoun. Noun and pronoun. So I have written a definition, dear child. Adjective is a word that is used to modify a noun and pronoun. Clear? For example, they live in a beautiful house. Dear child, I have written a sentence. They live in a beautiful house. Here house is a noun, and before noun I have placed beautiful. Beautiful, that is an adjective. यानी कि वे एक खूबसूरत मकान में रहते हैं. Dear child, adjective is a word that is used to modify noun, यानी कि noun की विशेषता बताए जो, that is adjective. Clear the point? Always remember this thing. Whenever we talk about noun, before noun we always write down adjective, and before adjective we always write down adverb, and before adverb we always write down another adverb. This noun modifies this adjective modify this noun, this adverb modifies this adjective, and this adverb modifies this adverb. Clear the point? Note it down, dear child. Adjective. Kinds of adjective. The kinds of adjective. The first one is that is proper adjective. Dear child, the first one is that is proper adjective. What do you mean by the term proper? Proper means जो fix हो. The names of the country. For example, if I write down India, America, Australia, these are all the names of the country. But if I write down India to Indian, America to American, and Australia to Australian, that becomes an adjective. Indian people. People is a noun, and before noun we use an adjective. Indian is an adjective. Which adjective? Proper adjective. American is an adjective. Which adjective? Proper adjective. Indian, American, Australian, these are all adjective, proper adjective. Clear the point? Now we discuss the next point, that is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective. What do you mean by the term demonstrative adjective? There is a word, demonstration. Demonstration means, dear child, isara karna, to point out. For example, this, that, these, those, these are all demonstrative adjective. For example, if I write down this book, book is a noun, and before noun we use adjective. This is an adjective. Clear the point? Okay. I write down another point. Now the third number is quantitative adjective. Quantitative adjective. Dear child, quantitative adjective: no, little, little, any. These are all quantitative adjective. The next point is numeral adjective. Numeral adjective. Numeral adjective. Basically, numeral adjective can be split into three parts. The first one, ordinal numbers. The second one is cardinal numbers. And the third one is multiplicative. Multiplicative. So ordinal numbers, dear child, first, second and third, these are all ordinal numbers. The cardinal numbers, 1, 2, 3, these are all cardinal numbers. And multiplicative, single, double and triple. These are all multiplicative. Note it down. Now we discuss the next point, next types of adjective. Distributive adjective. Distributive adjective. Dear child, distributive adjective, each, every, either, neither. These are all distributive adjective. If I write down a sentence, each boy has come here. Here, boy is a noun, and before noun I have written a word that is an adjective. Clear? Now we discuss difference between distributive adjective and distributive pronoun. Dear child, always remember, whenever we place adjective before noun, each, here each is an adjective. I write down another sentence, I do not like each of the two brothers. Here I have written a sentence, I do not like each of the two brothers. Here each. यहाँ पे बच्चों each के बाद देखिए कोई noun तो नहीं है, that means ये क्या है, pronoun है. Here each is used before noun, that means adjective. ये कौन सा adjective है? Which adjective? Distributive adjective. ये distributive pronoun. Clear the point? Note it down. Now we discuss the next point. Now the next point, that is possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. So dear child, possessive adjective, possession, there is a word of English possession. Possession means adhikar, to have a right. For example, my, your, his, her, their. So these are, for example, I write down my book. Book is a noun, and before noun I have used an adjective, that is possessive adjective. Which adjective? Possessive adjective. Clear? Now the next point is emphatic adjective. Emphatic adjective. Emphatic adjective means emphasize करना. For example, such, same, these are all emphatic adjective. Now the next point, note it down. Now the next point, present participle adjective. Dear child, present participle adjective. Present participle adjective. And the next one is past participle adjective. Whenever ing form of the verb is placed before the noun, that becomes present participle adjective. For example, a moving bus. Bus is a noun, and I have already told you before noun we use adjective. So moving is an adjective, but which adjective? Present participle adjective, because we have used ing here. Past participle adjective, third form of the verb, becomes past participle adjective, but it is used before the noun. For example, a broken chair. A broken chair. Chair is a noun, and before noun we use an adjective. Clear the point? Note it down, dear child. Now we discuss the next point. 9 number. Interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective. Whenever we find question mark, we say this is an interrogative sentence. Similarly, whenever we talk about which, what, whose, coupled with this question mark, that become interrogative adjective. For example, if I write down an example, which book do you like the most? Question mark. Book is a noun, and I already told you before the noun we always use adjective. Which is an adjective, but which adjective? Interrogative adjective, because we have also found question mark. Okay. Now the next point, relative adjective. Relative adjective, which, who, that. Basically relative adjective is used to relate the sentences, to relate the clauses. So relative adjective generally, for example, I do not like, I do not know which pen C prefers. Here child, here I have written a sentence. I don't know which pen C prefers. Here I have written a pen, that is a noun. Before noun we use adjective. So that is adjective, but the question is this, which types of adjective is this? This is relative adjective because it has been used in the middle of the sentence. Whenever we used relative adjective in the middle of the sentence becomes relative adjective. Clear the point? So अरे बच्चों, ये हमेशा relative adjective question बीच में आता है. Interrogative adjective generally start होता है. You also find question mark. Here you find only full stop. Linking verbs. What do you mean by the linking verbs? Linking verbs. These are be, become, see, appear, taste, feel, get, grow, group, sound, smell. Dear child, these are all linking verbs. For example, I write down a sentence for explaining these verbs. For example, I write down, he speaks clearly. Dear child, I have written a sentence, he speaks clearly. Here, main word is speak is a main verb, and after main word I have written clearly, that is an adverb. Adverb. Adverb modifies the verb. Clear? But यहाँ पर प्यारे बच्चों, यहाँ पर कॉन्सेप्ट हमारा अलग हो जाता है. These verbs are always modified by an adjective, not an adverb. For example, if I write down, for example, she appears upset about the announcement. Clear? So here the main verb, it is also a linking verbs, but here इसके बाद I have used upset, that is an adjective. We cannot use here an adverb because these verbs are always followed by adjective. Clear? Next example, these eggs smell rotten. Again, smell. You can, dear child, main verb, and after main verb I have used adjective. We cannot use adverb here. Okay class, so in the next class we will discuss the next topic.